looking for her very own sunshine. All alone in her fate, many roads to travel time, but she don't mind. Lost child.
The truth is, we have been listening for a while now, and all we seem to hear is excuses when it comes to Black women, who are statistically the second largest group of survivors of sexual violence in the country.
That's why it's incredible that folks don't see the connection between racial justice and survivor justice.
Every city we go to, we hear from survivors about these issues that they want action on, this public health crisis that is survivor justice. Survivors got something to say, and they deserve to have their voices heard.
That's why Me Too and Black Voters Matter is joining forces, and it's so powerful because it helps folks to really see it more clearly. And if they don't, after we take it to the streets on the blackest bus in America, they will certainly understand.
Survivor justice is racial justice.
Come on, it's not that hard.
My big man fingers are having a problem with these little tiny buttons.
Whoa, watch it there. Your blood pressure's gonna go through the roof.
Tell me about it. I'm trying to learn how to get it down. Instead, it keeps going up.
High blood pressure can increase the risk for heart attack or stroke. Learn how to keep yours at a healthy range.
Ever hear a voice command? Just say text barbershop to 97779.
That's not what I said.
Just give me that. Now my blood pressure's up.
When they reach out to check on me, I just feel super appreciative because I'm like, oh my gosh, somebody in the world care about me. And it's good to know people care about you. But when they call me and, you know, they feel comfortable enough to tell me some of their personal things or their deepest and darkest thoughts and, you know, their feelings or whatever they're going through, it makes me feel really good because I must be a good enough friend for you to share this with me and really value my opinion. And sometimes I'm like, I know you ain't even looking for me to give you advice. You just want somebody to vent to. I got 2 ears, I'm listening.
Here we are again in Navy Pier on the Chicago cruise ship with the African American Chamber of Commerce on the Russ, Meek stage. Right now we're going to be talking
I'm just taking pictures.
What they can do to make things work better and how we can make African Americans do well in this country. So I have a young man here who's basically behind a major institution newspaper that we need to take to a multi-billion-dollar distribution. So how are we going to make this happen?
By first staying connected, talking about the plans of letting you know more about what we do and how we do it and what we've done over the 25 years that we've been in existence. And in fact, in August, it will be our 25th year anniversary.
25 years, so what? This is a black newspaper, right?
A black newspaper.
Do you let any white people on?
We don't exclude no one.
Okay, so black and white, so we can do everything.
Right.
So the question is right now, are you getting the people to read the paper the way you'd like?
I would like to get them to read more, but we're in changing times, so you have to always have, be able. When I first started newspaper, I read this book. It was talking about the trains. They forgot they were in the transportation business. They weren't in the train business.
Right, different world.
And so when things changed, airplanes started coming, it impacted them a lot. So I know I'm in the information business.
Right.
So newspaper is just one form of the information, but we know with this digital world, young people are more attuned to what they can get immediately through the phone. So we also, as well as the newsprint, we also do website, we do podcasting, and so we're also training them. So some of the basic things that you have to know how to interview people, you have to know how to communicate, you have to still know how to write.
Right.
You have to know how to research.
You how to understand ABCs,
And understanding the ABCs.
Now, question, are you guys getting a lot of activity from college students, like Northwestern, University of Chicago?
Off and on we have. The pandemic broke up a lot of our relationships. People either died off or some of them moved to other industries.
Okay.
But we used to get interns because I started out recruiting community residents. Then we started recruiting interns from colleges. Even like Malcolm X had a newspaper at the time. Now they moved on to the medical field as their main core.
Okay.
But this year we reached out to Kennedy King, Truman, those city colleges, and Northwestern and DePaul. We've had those interns also.
So what's the 5 things you want to get set up for this newspaper? Talking about the next 5 to 10 years, what do we need to do to expand this newspaper to make it explode?
Well, one of the things that with these 200 youth that we've got, we've created several departments. We got a social media department, we got a journalism department, we've got a graphics department, we've got a outreach and coordinating department, and we got what was the other one? I mentioned social media. The third one, graphics. So getting those more perfected, because we're working with young people,
right?
And getting them more experience and to create a more streamlined effort. So because we training them how to edit videos.
Okay.
So one of the things that I did is created a team of them that have some experience editing so that they can learn from the more experienced ones so we can get videos and turn those around real quick.
So can we say that this paper is the black source in the Chicago market?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
And we linked up with other black media papers too.
Okay.
Because we're mainly focused on the west side, but we have some south side partners, the Chicago Weekly, the Crusader, some of those other black papers that are out there.
Okay. So what about the clergy?
West side clergy mainly. We've got Reverend Ackrey, Hatchet. We just did a story. They just opened up a black credit union over there on Central and Madison, which is 1 block from where we are. But we still need to improve all of those different areas that you mentioned with the black clergy. Because we used to have some of them write for our paper, but the pandemic just threw a lot of the plans all out of whack, and so we're starting to rebuild now.
So right now, we're gonna get a new story. Right now, we're trying to expand this newspaper to take it to the next level. How much money do you need?
Well, I know this past year our budget was $800,000.
Okay.
So, and that's because we hired 225 youth to learn and get paid while they learn, so they didn't have to worry about, what they're going to eat, what they're going to wear, transportation. So we can cut that down now, whereas we can at least start and have like $500,000 to $600,000 to keep the paper going.
Got it. So that can at least work. And right now we're talking coming to a new year for 2025.
Yes.
It's going to be an interesting year. And right now you guys are looking to have a budget maybe around $2 million.
With that, we will be able to do a whole lot. As far as also putting out more information more frequently, because right now we've got to be selective of what we put out there. And one of the things is to connect the people with the information. And that's the main gist, because our mission is providing information on resources and events that improve the lifestyle of individuals and families in our community.
Got it.
So if we could find out where and how to connect with the people, the easiest, get them the most information that can impact them to something that's more relative to whatever their needs are at the time, real quick, that's going to help boost the economic and social situations or problems that we have.
Because I'm trying to get right now for corporate sponsorship. Right now you get a cheap opportunity to come in and get access to all the African Americans in this marketplace, and not only black people, but Hispanics, how we've got some white people.
Absolutely.
The real format is that, hey, we can make this happen. You want to be a corporate sponsor, we need to get a chance to talk with individuals like you. How do they reach you?
They can reach me by calling my number, 773-576-1011, and that's my cell phone number. They can reach me on the website, and we have two of them. One for the newspaper is www.nlcn.org. The other one is for our youth is yvpmedia.org, and YVP stands for Youth Violence Prevention Media.
You got the opportunity to do it before the door gets closed.
Yes.
So
and one of the things we want to do, because we understand that the West Side has the largest medical district in the United States.
Correct.
And why are not more people moving and trying to gravitate toward the jobs that are available there?
The largest medical district we have throughout the state is here in the Chicago West Side area.
Correct.
So right now, take advantage of it. Thanks again for coming on board, sir. And again, get some food. We're on the ship. We got to get some things out there.
Thank you.
Wait a minute, you got some women with you?
I got some females with me.
My biggest fear in the middle of my addiction was that I would never be able to get over it and that my kids wouldn't have a father.
Crippling depression, anxiety, exhaustion.
I was in prison and her mom had a heart attack.
There's a lot of institutional issues and challenges that suggest to us that dads aren't essential, and I've always rejected that.
Sometimes you don't have to know everything about being a dad. You just gotta be there.
As an Olympic athlete, I prepare for everything. So when I became pregnant, I thought I was ready. But at 32 weeks, I was diagnosed with severe preeclampsia and had an emergency C-section. Looking back, had I known the warning signs, I would have talked to my doctor sooner. Too many women die of pregnancy-related complications, and most are preventable. If you or someone you know is pregnant or recently had a baby, learn the warning signs. It could help save her life. Hear her.
Substance use disorder and addiction is so isolating. And so, as a Black woman in recovery, hope must be loud. The moment I chose hope was when I couldn't look myself in the mirror anymore. I did not recognize myself. When you're in that moment, you don't know what to do, and you are grappling with your own internalized stigma and your own experience. Hope has to be loud to cut through your fears. Yeah. It grows louder when you ask for help and you're vulnerable. Absolutely. So I'm so proud because I did not think I was gonna make it. And now, you know, I get to call my mom and say I love her. I get to teach my son how to say, Mama, I love you. Yeah. So for me, hope in this moment, it's everything, all the colors in between. It is the thread that lets you know that no matter what happens, you will be okay.
Judy. Here we are on the cruise ship here down the Navy Pier, trying to bring back life to people. Black people even on the boat. We did get evicted. Oh no! But I'm sitting here now with the young man, and we're going to talk about your company, what you do, and what. Are you a member of the chamber?
I am.
Okay. Then hey, I can only say, what do you like about the chamber? What can we do to make it better? And what have you done and people you've met that made things work?
Oh man, I really do think and believe joining the chamber has been one of the best decisions that I've made.
Okay.
I've been working within the community, specifically Chicago, for the past 10 years, and just building my brand, you know, working my network, but connecting into the chamber really fast forward a lot of the processes.
Got it. Now, what do you do, sir?
So in a nutshell, I utilize data to create community programs that creates positive social impact.
Okay.
I manage a. Sorry about that. I manage a social impact research firm.
Okay.
And and that's what we do in a nutshell. We use data that's already out here, or we track data, or we help companies track their data to be able to help them streamline it, create a pipeline so that they can create positive results for their company and also for the community that they serve.
So for the data that you collect, who do you distribute it to?
So usually when I collect data, it's for specifically community-based organizations, or it's for churches, it's for for-profit organizations. And in this process, we call it data drops.
Right.
And it's how we like to say it is when individuals don't track everything that happens on in their business, that data can be leveraged, to write grants. It can be leveraged, for data collection for themselves to be able to advance and get more financial assistance, or to be able to prove, what they're doing and what they're working on. There's something there, and they're making a positive impact.
So how do you expand your company?
So I think it's one battle at a time. I really feel like it's a journey. From every success, there's a new door that opens up, and for individuals who want to work with me in some capacity to be able to help them reach their mission.
So who's the number one client you want to bring on board in the next year or two?
That's a really good question. So I really don't think in capacity of clients. I don't think in that way. My approach is a bit different. But what I want to do, what my goal is within the next few years, is to be able to close the gap for minority or marginalized communities, individuals, indigenous folk, anyone who's struggling to stay alive on the map, especially within the capitalistic mindset of things. But there are a lot of people who are keeping hope alive, and those are the individuals that I want to work with. Those are the companies that I want to build and work with. Larger companies too, donations always help.
Now, are you receiving major dollars from the Chicago Community Trust?
I'm not.
Okay, why not?
That's a really good question.
Well, we need to make this change. Again, viewers that are going to be looking at this saying, hey, how much money? What's the name of this company? We're getting no money? I don't believe this.
Yeah. So we're really grassroots. Everything comes from, I put God first. We set up missions, and then we accomplish our missions.
Then what about University of Chicago? My alma mater. Say, hey, you guys need to get some money, so I give them money every day, so some of the money should be coming to you.
We would most definitely. Our constituents would appreciate it.
Okay. Again, you got to ask. So that's the first scenario. We'll get this set up and we'll make things happen. So that's the key thing. So bottom line is, you and I are going to have to talk a lot more and see exactly what's going on. I need to put you into corporate finance. I need to put you to WBEZ, former board member there, and we need to get your distribution so people know who you are, where you are, and what you need.
Man, thank you so much. Hey, that's how it works, right?
That's the way it is.
That's how it works, man. Thank you so much, man, for that. That's love.
Thanks again, sir.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
Dear doctor, your screens say my mom. You can keep my screens now.
I think I finally found.
Hey,
How you doing?
Hey, Mason.
Hey, Mason.
Got a new house. It's looking pretty cool so far.
A place that I call home.
I'm teaching Louise how to cook some lasagna.
It only takes a spark to make a fire start.
The Dutch.
Thank you.
Study, please.
I think I finally found a place to make my own. A place that I call home. This place that I call home.
Again, here we are on this ship. Crows, and I have an interesting person here next to me. We're going to be talking about what she does, how we help people, and the Chicagoland Black Chamber of Commerce. But this is the Russ Meek Speaks show, so I'll start with the beautiful young lady. How are you doing today, young lady?
I'm doing great. Thank you so much for talking with me. It's great to be out here on this beautiful night.
Okay. So one, we're talking about the chamber. What's the chamber mean to you? What have they done? Are you a member?
Well, what the chamber means to me, I think because of my position, I'm Cook County Commissioner, and I am chairman of contract compliance, as well as asset management and assistant co-chair of workforce development.
Okay.
So I think some synergies that the chamber and Cook County can partner on. Number one being making sure members are certified to do business with the county, and that's one of the things that I would love to continue the conversation on with the chamber.
Question, why is the certification an issue? People understand you have to be certified if you want these contracts, you want to move from the level to A to B. Why is it an issue?
I don't know why it's an issue. I think people are afraid to go through the certification process because they think it's time consuming and it might not yield results. However, that's inaccurate.
Right.
Just being certified might put you on a different platform. As well as being certified, you might not be the prime on a contract, but you could definitely be a sub on contracts. We definitely need more minority vendors, especially in professional services.
Right.
We need auditors right now, accountants, lawyers, people who do HR consulting. So those are a lot of holes that need to be plugged in Cook County.
Can we get those plugs filled by African Americans and other minorities?
Yes, we can.
Okay.
We need to get them certified.
Okay,
So
that's the first step. So there are people out there, but they're not certified.
They're not certified, and certification puts you in a category. Then you meet certain codes that those categories are applicable to.
Okay.
And then you are able to be looked at for those contracts.
Got it.
And it's not only the county. So Cook County is one entity. I'm also the chair of contract compliance for the forest preserves.
Okay.
That's a separate entity. And then Cook County Health and Hospital System has its own procurement process that certification would be important for.
And since we have one of the hugest medical areas that's developing here on the west side of Chicago, it's been an interesting world.
Yes, it is.
So,
and we also have the largest charity care hospital in the entire country.
Got it. So the scenario is interesting. You're in charge. How do contact you or to talk to the assistant, or what do we do to get
I wouldn't say I'm in charge, but I think that a worthwhile endeavor for people to explore is, number one, pay attention to what's happening with these contracts. It's all public information, which means you can Google it and look up and go to our procurement site and see what contracts are coming up. I would say come to our meetings. They're open to the public. All of our meetings are open to the public.
What's usually
who's not there? The public.
don't know.
And then if you want to reach out to me, yes, you can reach out to me, Donna Miller. It's Donna.Miller at cookcountyil.gov. And I'd be happy to make the connection to our procurement department. But we need minority vendors. We need professional services, not to exclude the trades or the other services like construction, architects, things like that. But there's a deficit in procurement for the professional services.
Because right now, Don, I'm doing the $3.9 billion contract work that's happening with CTA. We're trying to get these people to say, look, these are contracts that are going to be out here. going to be definitely done over the next 10 years. Definitely. And they have to go in the hands, we'd hope, for minority contractors.
Yes, let's get that done.
Yeah, and that's the thing, we're trying to make sure you're certified.
That's right. Get the certification, and if you don't know how to do it yourself, I'm sure organizations like the Black Chamber have people that can help you get that certification, but I know from the county standpoint that our procurement department will help you get that certification. So you got to reach out.
Bottom line, there's help available. All we're trying to do is tell you there are ways to get it. If you don't understand how to get it done, call the chamber, call Donna. We just make this happen.
Absolutely.
So thanks again for coming and talking with the young lady.
All right. Take care.
Have a good day.
You too. All right. Awesome.
Too many women die every year due to pregnancy-related complications. 2/3 of these deaths are preventable. As healthcare professionals, we play a critical role in making sure women's health concerns are addressed during and after pregnancy. Help your patients understand the warning signs and when they should seek care. Actively listen when she raises concerns. It could save her life. Hear her.
I wonder if you know that I want the best for you. But how long will you fight solo? I wonder if you know that we can get help. Not wondering anymore. Love, your mind.
Here we are on the Russ Meek Speak Show again. Here on a cruise going around the Chicagoland area. I have a very interesting gentleman here to talk about a new product that he has in the market. Again, you can't really let this out to people because if you let kids know, they're going to be addicted. So this is what format. How did you come up with this product? I think your wife is one of the creators that made this thing work.
Right, so my wife was a culinary student when I met her 35 years ago, and her dream has always been to do food. And we built a certified kitchen, and we began doing freeze-dried products. And we found a market for freeze-dried candy, and you know, it's been a crazy experience.
Got it. So right now I'm seeing a lot of demand for your product. Primary source right now, gas stations or
grocery stores, gas stations, fundraisers, different church outlets have been utilizing our product.
Okay, so right now, would you introduce Walmart?
Well, if you'd like a product, so there are numerous freeze-dried companies in the United States.
Okay.
But what we do different than most companies is it's about customer service. All of our product is delivered by our company.
Okay.
We've not entered into distributorship because we want the highest possible quality for our product.
Okay.
Freeze-dried candy is very tender. And so if it's not handled right, if it's not shown that kind of respect, what you get is crumbs.
Okay.
And a lot of other companies, what people have experienced is crumbs. And what Patriot Greens wants to offer is a quality freeze-dried candy product that'll stand up when they go to open the bag.
So right now, to reach your company right now, what's the best way to reach you?
You can email us at patriotgreens@gmail.com.
Okay.
And what's our phone number? 715-884-2653.
If you're looking for a multi-billion-dollar idea that can help fundraising in your schools, your churches, and other organizations trying to raise capital, this is an opportunity you can do it that's health conscious. And again, it's not a bad thing to give people good product.
And it's an opportunity for us to serve.
Okay, so that can make things happen. And right now we got the president on the line, and we're here with the young lady, his daughter, and we're trying to get things.
This young lady's my wife.
Oh, wait a minute! Oh. I knew that was the case.
And if you notice, a lot of people will see our product, and they're going to think they misspelled things.
Okay.
My call sign in the CBs was Z.
Okay.
So it's Patriot Greens and Treats, and it has a Z on the end of it.
Okay.
All of our product shows that Z as kind of our little trademark.
Our email is patriotgreens with a Z @gmail.com.
So again, I had a short period of time to put you guys on the air. Right now I got a product here that's going to reach the $1 billion scenario. I'm trying to see how fast we can get it there. So right now, bottom line, if you're corporate out here, you might want to get this product before they run away.
And we have free samples for everyone on the vessel today.
Okay. Thank you again, sir.
Thank you so much. God bless you.
You too.
Thank you so
Good
much.
meeting you, young lady.
It's a beautiful fall evening. The sun is setting. The dog finally stopped barking. Life is good. But inside, there's trouble brewing, and Emma has no idea. Although she feels fine, like her father, Emma is one of the 67 million adults in the U.S. with high blood pressure or hypertension. Just like her radiator that's on the fritz, Emma's heart is working overtime to get the job done. Let's have a look. The heart is the pump in our bodies, delivering blood to the entire system through a set of pipes, or blood vessels of all sizes. Smoking, high cholesterol, diabetes, obesity, physical inactivity, family history, and increased age all contribute to these blood vessels, or our pipes, becoming less elastic. The more blood our heart has to pump through stiff, narrowing arteries, the higher our blood pressure. When the force of the blood against our artery walls is too high, life-threatening health problems can result. Problems like kidney disease, heart disease, stroke, even heart attack. Can Emma get her pressure down before it's too late?
And here we go. Right now we're on this boat. We're rolling around the Chicagoland area on the Russ Meek Speaks show. And I have a sharp young man here I wanted to talk to for a few minutes and say, hey, how do you get this marketplace and how do you make it work?
You know what? I moved here to Chicago probably, it's been about 2 years now. I like to consider myself a mindset speaker.
Okay.
I moved here for the opportunity of acting. I've been acting for probably 25 years.
Okay.
Started in really 95. Became a public speaker, speaking for Toastmasters, probably in 2015.
Okay.
Some stuff for Toastmasters. So I have this whole umbrella of where I would like to call it storytelling. I like to call myself a mindset speaker because I believe that my passion is in having those uncomfortable conversations that a lot of us don't like to have, whether it be me on the stage speaking to an audience, or me telling a story through a stage play, or me telling a story through a cinematic video, or interviews like this on podcasts and things of that nature. I believe our voice is one of the most powerful things that we have. And if we suppress that weapon or that tool, then we leave a lot of people lost when we may have had the opportunity to save someone.
Got it. Now, are you a member of the chamber?
My girlfriend now, she's a member of the chamber.
Okay.
Like I said, I'm a baby to the area.
Okay.
So I'm looking at becoming a member.
Again, we got opportunities here that put different things together for people, and it's an opportunity to really get distribution all throughout the state. So the Illinois Black Chamber definitely has that ability to make that happen.
That's what I've heard. That's what I've heard.
Okay.
Even with the Missouri Chamber of Commerce, I've done some things with them when I was in Kansas City.
Okay.
Which is where I moved from. Yes.
So what is it that a Chamber of Commerce can do for you?
The Chamber of Commerce, what it can do for me is really just connect me with other professionals within the area in which I work.
Okay.
I believe it's an amazing networking opportunity. One of the things that I'm hoping to see from the Chamber is that it brings a lot of us culturally together so that we can start learning the importance of circulating our money in our income.
Got it. Now, how can we get young people to learn from what you do?
Once again, I think one of the most important ways of getting young people to learn, from what I do, is for us to become comfortable with using our voice, telling our story on how we become in the business of doing what we do as business owners, whether it be the chamber, how it came to be what it is, whether it be you or me or this gentleman here, telling the story of how he became who he was or is as a business owner. Because I believe a lot of our youngsters think it just happened.
Got it.
They don't understand, the building from the ground up.
So where do we see you in the next 3 to 5 years?
The next 3 to 5 years, especially if I'm still here in the state of Illinois or the city of Chicago, is really having a practice and production company here in the city of Chicago.
Okay. So we're talking about getting into definitely a huge format here for a production company.
Yes, indeed.
And is that focused just in Illinois or talking national?
I want to say national.
Okay.
I hate to lock myself in or shackle myself to just one area.
Okay.
I would like to plant the seed here in the city of Chicago. Then I would like those branches to grow out nationally.
Got it. So are we going to be able to connect you on the political side also?
Yes, indeed.
Okay.
Politics, yes. Yes, sir.
Again, we definitely need a lot of people to understand how to communicate their abilities and what they need to do. Yes. And right now we need sharp people like yourself who can pretty much direct these folks. This is how you communicate the message that you want to achieve.
Indeed. Totally agree with you.
So hey, I'll look to see you, sir, in another few years here. I may have to vote for you on the governor's side, or just got to go to the Senate, or we're talking the presidency.
Yes, sir.
Thanks again, sir.
All right, thank you.
I'll talk to you.
Thank you very much. Enjoy the rest of the cruise.
You too.
Among people who have type 2 diabetes, 2 out of 3 of them also have cardiovascular disease. The American Diabetes Association and the American Heart Association have joined forces to develop an initiative called No Diabetes by Heart,
whose aim is to reduce heart attacks, strokes, heart failure, and preventable deaths in persons with type 2 diabetes.
With the help of the ADA, really trying to expand that knowledge base to the larger population at whole, so that people, one, can help treat themselves,
but also to give our providers knowledge so that they can manage both conditions effectively in patients with diabetes.
My name is Ronaldo Linares. I use modern techniques with ancestral flavors. The point here is to create change.
There's a big need for education just on the importance of a healthy lifestyle, exercise, eating healthy.
We're going for nutrient-dense foods here.
So when we're thinking about nutrition education, it's super important for everyone to have a chance to just learn the things to put in their bodies to keep them healthy.
Persons with diabetes need the support of family and friends.
We work together to have a big impact.
You are your best health advocate.
Create multi-generational change now.
If you act today, you can actually impact that course so that you don't have to deal with these issues down the road. Please make sure you look at the information on NoDiabetesByHeart.org.
NoDiabetesByHeart.org.
Here we go on the cruise ship here with the Chamber of Commerce. And now we're on the Russ Meek Speaks show, talking about what's happening in different businesses around the Chicagoland area. And I have a very sharp young man with me here. We're going to talk about what he's doing, how we can make this happen. Sir, what's going on in your life?
Well, we're still building and designing and just working, to make not only our economy better, but give people jobs and keep right on being positive about what's going on. It's kind of hard today to sometimes think about all the things that we have good in life, but we have a tremendous amount of opportunities out there. We have a tremendous amount of people that are working and coming back to work. COVID caused somewhat of a didn't it? Yeah. And you don't really miss, as my dad used to say, you don't miss your water until it's gone.
That's true. Now, you are a member of the Chamber, correct?
I am a member of the Chamber. I've been there for about 8-10 years.
Okay. So has the Chamber been helpful for you?
In many ways, it has. Mr. Ivory and the group have helped me. Of course, I'm downstate. I don't know whether you recall that or not. I'm down in Peoria, Illinois.
That terrible place, Peoria.
That terrible place in Peoria.
Bradley, they tried to string me up down there.
Yeah, you went to Bradley down there. And I spent some time there and University of Illinois. But finally I settled and got a University of Illinois degree.
Got it.
But Peoria is moving right along. But our big thing with the chamber has been, the introductions that they've made, and then of course we're doing a lot of commercial projects. We don't deal with residential or anything like that.
Okay.
And then the other thing is that because of the meetings that we've had here, even last year, with people like Mr. Underwood from the association, friend down there, has helped us with
Now, what
contracts.
exactly do you do?
We're contractors. We're
Okay.
general contractors.
General
GCs.
contractors, okay.
GCs, that's what we are. And we also, since I've talked to you last, I've increased the number of businesses that I had.
Okay.
I think last time I talked to you, I had just the two. I had the industrial supply business, which is very similar to a Granger.
Right.
And then we had the construction business. Well, we've added since then a business with wood pallet and boxes, building them.
Okay.
For one of the large manufacturing companies. So we do a lot of that, and that's really taken off. That's been very good. And then we've been over in the solar area lately too.
Solar, like, also.
Yeah, we're in the solar area where we are obviously putting solar panels on businesses and churches and places like that.
Okay.
And we found that one of our partners is out of Missouri, and he has contacts, and he's been wanting to work with us in the middle of the state. So we've kind of hooked up with him.
So right now, you guys are doing a lot. What is it going to take for you guys to expand more, and how much do you want to expand?
Well, that's a good question. I would like to be comfortable somewhere around $50 to $100 million. Right now we're at $32 million. So we're not doing too awful bad from that standpoint. But we need to focus a little bit more on getting outside our area. And you and I've talked about that.
Right.
And there's a lot of opportunity outside of Peoria. But I wanted to make sure that I had a good, strong foothold before we started moving around. And
let me have my foot at least in my base to know where I stand. And now I can move out.
That's exactly right. I did not want to grow to the point where, it's too much. And right now, we basically are consistently being busy.
Okay.
So we stay busy, and that's what I want to do. My son is running the business at this point. I'm moving towards more retirement, more marketing, more talking to other people about the companies. So I'm kind of having a good time.
Okay, so that's the key. As long as you're enjoying yourself, making things work, and hey, we got the future here. That things can go. Skies are the limit.
That's exactly right, my friend.
Okay.
Exactly right.
Right now, we're going to be talking next year. We're going to have you up to about $1 billion in sales. Is that okay?
Where?
$1 billion.
Okay. I'll take $1 billion.
we got some expansion here, so what can we say?
I'll take $1 billion. I'll take $1 billion. So that'd be fun. That'd be fun.
Done deal. Well, thanks again for giving us a little information.
All right, my
about
friend.
you, sir.
And when I come back to Chicago, obviously we'll visit with you, and of course we'll keep our communication lines open. Okay?
Done deal.
Sounds good to me.
You've been diagnosed with type 2 diabetes. You have to carefully monitor your health for the rest of your life, and you have an increased risk of developing cardiovascular disease.
Cut. Type 2, take 2.
Action. You've been diagnosed with a new purpose: to fight for the amazing life you made for yourself, to look that risk of heart disease square in the face and say, no, not me. You've been given a new opportunity to live. Get started at NoDiabetesByHeart.org.
Honey, what I think you need is a socket wrench.
I played JV basketball.
I'm sorry. I don't think it looks right.
This is good, and it's all good, baby.
Is it really all good?
If you love me enough to routinely test your handyman skills, not to mention the strength of your marriage, then of course you'll visit nhtsa.gov/the right seat to make sure I'm in the right car seat.
I'm gonna call my dad.